Good morning, my beautiful people. I am so excited that we are having this dialogue once again, that you have found me, and that we are on the same path, the same journey. It is so exciting. It is such an exciting time in history because people are awakening, people are unpacking their religious beliefs, their political beliefs, just what has just been downloaded into them. They are cleaning out those files and ready to put in some good, real transformative information and ready to move this world into a more positive and productive place. And it is so exciting, and I'm so glad you're here with me. I am going to talk again today about being impeccable with our word. It's once again part of the 4 agreements, and it's such an important, pivotal part because I've shared with you how I spoke both good and negative into my world, into my life. And I just can't help but share this information with people because I know it's real. I know it works. I started getting into the teaching of like Neville Goddard, who again, he studied Kabbalah. And so even though his focus has a lot to do with New Testament, that's because the people who he really spoke to, the people in the group that he was in, resonated with the New Testament because that was the book that they were the most familiar with. So he was able to take Kabbalistic ideas and bring and incorporate the New Testament for those people that could relate to that. So that was a very exciting time. He had a really great message. And it's so important to realize that we are creators. Once you lift yourself from the herd level, the everyday person level, the person who's just created to be part of the herd, that lives and dies and works and eats what you're told to eat, and you work how you're told to work, and you retire and you die, and your life has no real purpose. Then there comes those that the Creator creates, takes from the earth, from the clay of the earth, from the herd, and breathes into them the breath of the divine, the breath of God, the understanding, and the ability to become the Adam, the created one, the special one. And once we get to this place where we actually become in the image of the metaphoric creator, in that image, we start to realize that we are very powerful and we are entrusted. The more impeccable we are with our word, the more trustworthy everything in the natural and the supernatural can trust you with. And it's a beautiful place to be, because when you can control what you say, then you start to be entrusted with learning that what you say can transform the worlds of the people around you. And sometimes it's in a bad way. Sometimes it's not in the best way that we can speak into other people's lives or speak into our lives. So the more impeccable you are with your word, the more the universe, the more people know you have no harm in you, the more doors open up to supernatural ability to manifest great things in your world, and not just in your world for you, not just so you can have the best vacation places or the best homes or the most beautiful clothes, or it's not about just being selfish. Yeah, you can skim off these things from the abundance, but the abundance comes to you so you can help other people. So each one can teach one. And you get to enter into this place where you become part of the mastermind that many people, especially in the book Think and Grow Rich, how you can network on a flow of information. Even if you don't meet with people face to face, there's a broadcast, just like those radio waves and those television broadcasts we talked about, how this room is filled right now with the television broadcasts and with music and with podcasts. But all we need is the device that interprets those waves and can turn that into a manifestation of what is being broadcast. Good thoughts broadcast between really good minds, between the masterminds. So that's why you see a lot of industries come on board with the same kind of idea or components that help build a bigger functioning network or product, is because certain minds get into this broadcast and you get to be part of it. You start to realize what is a good investment, what is a good business for you to be in. And you network with people who are angel investors, who see you and see that you are good and you only want good, and they invest in certain ways with you, either giving you important knowledge and networks between amazing people, or they can help you out financially, or they help you build your dreams. But we go into a place where we enter this mastermind broadcast, and it is so amazing, and you can manifest so much. But like I said, if you only want to manifest so that you can make gains personally, and it's very selfish, yeah, it may happen, but it's not long lasting, and it's not substantial, and it will not add to the quality of your life. So if you start to guard your words, I'm telling you, start to journal what you are going to give in return for the universe to be able to use you as a conduit for good things to be brought in from the providence and to help the people around you. If you are truly sincere about this, if you are truly connected to this, and you are doing it with the best intentions, never to bring harm to another, and you want good for all people, you will start to see, without a doubt, you will start to see, especially if you're journaling, because it's something you can go back and look at this date and look what you said and look what you requested, and put in on the next journal entry what day it is, what you received, how it happened, who you met, what ideas came into play, and you will be blown away. I would never, ever, 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 ever sell you a book, sell you a class, a seminar. It's not like that. Each one teach one. The real answers, the real people who hold this information. And I'm just on baby steps. I'm just starting to open up into this understanding. And I cannot even begin to tell you, I am in a home right now. I was so mortified that I had to lose my home because of my divorce and the bills that had to be settled, and I had to sell my family home. I was devastated. Today I'm in a home that is, it's a baller home. I mean, it really is. It's double what my home that I lost just a year ago, that I sold just a year ago. It's supernatural. The good things that come, the good things that happen, the good things that unfold, I'm telling you, it's testable, it's trackable, and the people who really understand it and who really get it will not sell it to you. It will not be part of a program. They want you to know this because they know as you reach your personal, spiritual, financial betterment, as you become better, you help other people become better, and we help to transform this world like it was meant to be, like it was like back in paradise, back when being in the garden. There's no difference between being in the garden, that is in the metaphorical description of the Genesis, the creation, and when Adam was sent out. He was told that he had certain tasks to keep the garden. And when he's outside the garden, everything still is the same. The vegetables have their seed in them. Once you do your first investment, that vegetable, after you eat it, you have the seed to plant even more and more and more. And the way things are set up, there is a natural sustaining providence that everything has the seed within it to multiply and multiply effortlessly. At a certain point, tilling the ground outside what the metaphoric garden is, the understanding that Adam, the being that we're all the metaphors are based off of, that being, all he had to do was get that first crop going and then monitor it going forward, because the actual thing that we're given to eat produces more of it. Even if you eat animals produce animals. Like, I watched this one funny video one time about this guy who was raising sheep, and he would keep the sheep alive, of course, but he would harvest the wool and sell it for lotions, or people who could turn it into yarn and things to create clothes with. And he's like, they grow, and I grow corn and it grows, and it's our lives are we're supposed to be able to enjoy this continuation, this ability to live where there's flowing milk and honey, which is extra and above what all of nature needs. Everything that we have can reproduce. So we can get to a place, and it's inevitable and it's natural that we can get into a place where once we start to move towards becoming better business people, becoming better people, that the seed just multiplies, and you just can't continue but to have a bounty and a harvest on this small investment of changing the way you think, changing the way you speak, realizing how powerful your words are and how you can change your world by speaking good things. I am paying off my bills this year. I am paying off my kids, I'm going to prepay my kids' college. I'm going to put money away for my grandchildren that aren't even born yet. You will be able to have those things. You declare them, you claim them, you see them, you feel them, you live them. You know that it's happening. It's in place, and it's in place because I only have good intentions. And you will be blown away how your words, your journaling, and your good intentions will bring about such an increase. I know it sounds religious. I know I sound like a Christian pastor, but it's not based on anything like that. It's already in you. You've already been created. If you found this video, if you found me, it's because we are already broadcasting, and we're already in this level, and it's going to get better from here. It's going to move on. It's going to get better. We're going to get bigger, and we're going to be able to make sure that everyone we know has everything they need to live so they can live. No more stressing out because we have bad credit. No more extra financing charges because you don't have money to pay your bills. That stuff is going to the curb. We have repressed each other so bad with the way we charge people for where we live, for what they eat, for what they learn, how they're educated. And we've done it all wrong, and it's time that it changes. We want good for all people, all the people that we know. We don't care if somebody elevates, gets a better job than us, gets a better house than us, gets a better car than us, because we are content in what we have. And we know when good people get good things, they shower good things on everybody else. And that is where we need to be. That's where we need to take this. Whether it's just a community of people that get it and can live above the rat race, we just need to help more people get there, because I hate to see, I've come so close to death so many times. And I was just like, just last Thursday, I was diagnosed with melanoma, and I'm going in tomorrow morning to have surgery and like have my lymph nodes and stuff checked. And I have come so close to death. With my heart attack, I've had that near-death experience. I know what life is supposed to be. I know we're supposed to live. And this is supposed to be something that we really experience. We wouldn't be here if the Creator didn't want us to experience this. And so much is lost because of these Abrahamic religions. And truly, in the Old Testament, there is nothing. I call it the Old Testament because I know the majority of people who found me right now understand things from a Christian perspective. But in the Tanakh, in the Torah, there is no promise of a life after this. The promise is, if you do good, you are good, you are going to be sitting under the vine of in your orchard. You're going to have a good life here. And because of this religious idea that we just tolerate and we're saved by grace and we're going to have something better, that's ridiculous. That is not anywhere. There is no promise of that truly in what we can see. What we can see is if we do right now in this world, in this life, good things happen in this world right now in this life. And until we master this life and we master loving each other and caring for each other and making life better for all the people around us, you're just delusional if you think that there's something going to be more grand for you. If you didn't pass the citizenship test here, I seriously, really. And I'm not saying that there is an afterlife or there isn't an afterlife. I think that nobody really knows, because truly the people that pass on, they never really, there's no proof. Some people say they channel, but that I don't know. I don't know about that. But that's a whole different thing. But all I can tell you is the importance of the seasons, and to understand the seasons, and to understand your thoughts, your words, and your deeds plant seeds. And if you can change your thoughts to see the good things that are going to happen in your world, you're going to increase. You're going to be able to put your money out into your employees. You're going to be able to put more money out into your community. You're going to make sure that nobody's hungry, that children have backpacks and food and shoes, and they have the best opportunity. Their bellies are full, their minds are full, their time is full. And when you get to the place where you start declaring that, and you want that for your community, you want that for your world, you want that for those souls, you get to ante up, and you do get to glean off the top for your own provision and your own happiness and your own comfort. But I tell you, the more you give out, the more you get back. And master this life. If there is something greater and beyond this, then man, you know that it's for you, because you made a difference here. We are here for a reason. Truly, we are here for a reason. And our reason is to bring good things into the lives of others, to restore our community, to feed the hungry, to make sure no one is going without. And when you get to that place, you become that conduit of providence. I'm telling you, you are just going to be blown away. Blown away. And if we are just simply pets of the divine that live here, but we learn some good tricks and make the providence pleased with us, and hey, look, my little pet over here learned a new trick, then our life is complete and it's good, and we don't need something to come after this. If there is something after this, then whoo, I think that's going to be fantastic. If not, we've done a good thing for the sake of doing good. And I can't think of anything better than doing good for the sake of doing good. So if this speaks to you and you're feeling this and you want this and you're ready to move into this type of living, this type of life, please go ahead and subscribe to me. Reach out to me. You can leave me a message in the comments. Comments are held for review because, well, you know, there's a lot of people who are nuts, but not nuts in the good, positive way that I'm nuts. They're nuts in the bad way. So that's what I have to share with you guys today. It is a wonderful rain. I don't know if you can see, but I live in the Sonoran Desert where there is nothing but sun. And it has been raining for 2 days, and it's like a Christmas holiday for me. I am so excited. My plants are getting watered. It's heavenly. It's up north, up in the mountains, they're getting snow. It's a great thing. So most people see rain clouds and think, oh, God, that's awful. No, it's all your perspective. These rain clouds to me mean life and a couple days of being cozy and comfortable in the desert. And I think it's really exciting. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching me. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Yeah, I'm that cheesy.